Somebody please get this man a gun.
Welcome to Peak 22.
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most brutal deaths in action movies. For this list, we're looking at the greatest examples of deaths that could be best described as extra. These violent moments take the term brutal to a whole new level. Not to mention, spoilers. Did we forget another infamous demise? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Crushed by a satellite antenna. GoldenEye. At the conclusion of GoldenEye, James Bond and villain Alec Trevelyan duel on top of a satellite antenna. Bond then drops his former friend from an incredible height.
For England, James? No.
The impact alone is rough to watch as Trevelyan's body flops on the hard surface below. His villainous antenna then gets destroyed, falls, and crushes him. It's truly the definition of insult to injury and among the more violent deaths in Bond history. He might have been moments from expiring with the original drop, but the additional blow from the fiery wreckage only accentuates his unpleasant end.
Why can't you just be a good boy and die?
You first.
Number 9. Hot Shot, Dredd. The 2012 version of Dredd pulls no punches in its depiction of gritty violence and its dystopian society.
This block operates under the same rules as the rest of the city. Oh, that's not the law. I am the law.
In this scene, Carl Urban's version of the titular judge chases down a group of criminals. One of them gets away and takes a hostage, prompting the lead character to fire one accurate shot.
Negotiations over.
His ammunition lands in the assailant's mouth and burns up his head like molten lava. The effect of his head lighting up sells the unfathomable pain of the moment, dropping him to the floor like a brick. Judge Dredd makes the rogue wish that he had never messed with him in the first place.
If you do not comply, the sentence is death.
Number 8. O-Ren Ishii, Kill Bill Volume 1. Quentin Tarantino's martial arts homage features many brutal deaths, including Gogo's dramatic exit by way of nails. The climax of Volume 1 is one long series of amazing sword battles leading up to a duel between Beatrix and O-Ren Ishii. The bride eventually gets the upper hand and slices clean across O-Ren's head. In an effective maneuver, the katana manages to finish O-Ren in a chilling and gruesome way. Leave it to Tarantino to both stylishly and violently bring this hectic escapade to a dramatic close. Not only is it a memorable death, but it also showcases the hero's precision with a blade.
I'm gonna cut something off. And I promise you, they will be things you will miss.
Number 7. Logan's Death. Logan.
You want to die. Charles Tony.
Anytime a beloved character dies, it's hard to watch them go. This is especially the case with Wolverine's death in Logan. With his clone getting the best of him, the mutant hero gets stabbed and impaled on a log. Hugh Jackman's visceral performance gives the scene another layer of reality and intensity. No amount of adamantium skeleton makes this look any less painful. He gets help separating himself from the fallen tree, but it's clear that the damages are irrevocable. Logan's final breaths are especially sad knowing he's in so much agony.
Take your friends and run. They'll keep coming. You don't have to fight anymore.
Number 6. Makeshift Rope. Machete. Robert Rodriguez's ode to exploitation films features Danny Trejo as a one-man wrecking crew.
It's not safe for you to be here.
Not looking for safe.
No, I mean, it's not safe for me for you to be here.
At one point, Machete ends up in a hallway fight whereby he reaches into a henchman's stomach and, well, makes him a little lighter. The visual is graphic enough on its own, but the lead character isn't done.
Funny thing is, I thought it would be a more peaceful resolution.
He ends up jumping out a window and swinging down to the next floor with his makeshift rope. It's a sight that you'll likely never see again in another movie, making Trejo's anti-hero look especially ruthless. The shocking quality to this death brings new meaning to the phrase, stomachache.
Boss ain't gonna like this. What are we gonna tell him? Oops.
Number 5. Pencil. John Wick Chapter 2.
State of contract.
Open.
Denomination.
7 million.
Throughout the John Wick saga, the assassin proves himself with a number of unique weapons, including a notable scene with a horse. However, his use of a pencil in the second film might be the ultimate example of improvised weaponry. Going up against two adversaries, Wick grabs the writing utensil and wields it like a knife.
He once killed 3 men in a bar.
A pencil. I know, I've heard the story.
He stabs and jabs the pencil into each one of them with speed and viciousness. Jamming the pencil into one of their ears, he follows up by impaling the other onto a wall. Keanu Reeves makes the moves look effortless and even more terrifying with his expert fighting skills. Who knew school supplies could be so deadly?
As I live and breathe, John Wick, the man, the myth, the legend.
Number 4. Meat Grinder. Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Kingsman: The Golden Circle keeps up the comic book energy of the original with another slew of chaotic fight scenes. This particular sequence involves a meat grinder subduing the character known as Whiskey.
Galahad, meat agent Whiskey.
Harry and Eggsy get the best of the cowboy and send him into the kitchen appliance, with a slew of sounds and visuals that will definitely make you rethink your appetite. The moment comes off as lovably cartoonish while still packing a brutal punch. By grinding up Pedro Pascal's character into bits, this brawl definitely features one of the more unique and twisted movie deaths.
Your old pal Charles has messed up. That's all I'm gonna tell you, because that's all you need to know, so put him in a mincer, okay?
Number 3. Immortan Joe's Unmasking. Mad Max Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road is one spectacular chase after the other.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die historic on the Fury Road.
For the final sequence, the protagonists come face to face with the evil Immortan Joe. Furiosa climbs over to Number 2. Acid Collision. RoboCop. RoboCop is much more than an average 80s action film about a robotic police officer.
It is my great pleasure to present to you RoboCop.
It also features some of the most hardcore violence of the decade, with this fight scene in particular showcasing the extent of its brutality.
This is absurd! That thing is a violent mechanical psychopath!
Henchman Emil crashes into a vat of toxic liquid, and his skin begins to weaken and transform. The image alone is enough to make anyone queasy, but it isn't over for him yet. Emil also gets hit by a car, which shatters his fragile body into pieces. The visual of him getting all over his employer's windshield is a visual that you won't soon forget. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Opening of the Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Well, I mean that for nearly 3,000 years, man has been searching for the lost ark. Not something to be taken lightly. No one knows its secrets.
Few images have given kids nightmares quite like this scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. In the finale of the movie, the Nazis open up the Ark of the Covenant and unearth a series of supernatural spirits.
Marion, don't look at it. Shut your eyes, Marion. Don't look at it no matter what happens.
The ghostly inhabitants then take their revenge as they zap, melt, and subdue the villains. As an action-adventure film, people forget that it has these kinds of stark and grisly images. The effects look so real that it makes the finished product look even scarier. These have to be some of the most iconic and brutal movie deaths ever.
The ark is a source of unspeakable power, and it has to be researched.
And it will be, I assure you, Dr. Brody.
Did you enjoy this video?
Check out these other clips from Peak 22, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.